Welcome back to our platform. Thank you to each and every single one of you for either liking our Facebook page or subscribing to our YouTube channel. And thank you so much for watching our previous video. We're just explaining what the channel is going to be about. So this is episode 2 that we're doing, and
technically 1.
It's the second episode that I uploaded, the second video.
Yeah.
But yes, in terms of content, this is going to be the very first episode. And today we're going to be talking about how we met.
Ding, ding, ding.
And started dating. So meeting and the dating part. When did we meet? So there are always different perspectives as to how you met as a couple and when exactly you started dating. I have my own date. You have your own date of when we started dating.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna tell my story and feel free to interject how you feel like I'm lying or misleading, right?
Oh my god.
The year was 2015, right?
2014.
No. Okay. 2014. Okay. So the year was 2014, and I was at the time I was schooling at the University of Botswana.
Wait. Was it 2014? It was 2015. Yeah, okay, kids.
None of us knows when we met. The exact year.
I think it was 2015 January.
Okay. So the year was 2015. I was doing my third year at the University of Botswana, UB, and you were probably doing second year. Okay, yeah. And I remember I was sitting in a lecture room with a couple of friends of mine, and after the lecture ended, I guess we're taking the same class at the time. Yeah, we're in the same class at the time, or same course. I don't know what to call it, class course.
Accounting information system.
Yes, that. And then when class ended, I see somebody walking up to me. Somebody.
Was it me?
She was with a friend, and they walked up to us. I think I was with two of my friends, and turns out they wanted notes for another class that you guys were going to do.
Yeah, you had already done it.
Hey, we'd already done that class. So you guys were looking for notes. So they walked up to us like, yo,
okay,
can we have notes for this and this and this? I was like, okay, cool. And that's the first time ever I saw you, and you're very standoffish. I remember your friend came to us to come and borrow the notes, but I don't know, and said, wow. And you didn't even really approach us, you just standoffish. I was like, who's that one? Huh? Who's that one standing there acting like she doesn't see us?
I wasn't getting the notes, I was waiting for them.
So that's the very first time we met. And then after that we did, I think we did give you guys the notes, yeah? And then...
No, there was this book. No one had the book in the whole class.
Did I have it?
No.
I never had to.
You kept promising to get it.
I probably didn't have it.
You kept promising that there was someone who was going to come through with the book.
Yeah.
And then nothing ever materialized with the book.
Okay, so fast forward after that, I think we kept bumping into each other in that class most of the time, and then we'd see at one point in that class, right? We sat next to each other at one point, but there was really nothing going on, like nothing romantic at the time. I think we're developing some sort of friendship. Now that I look back at it in retrospect, we became friends. I was selling something. I was selling. Well, I had a mini business in varsity, and then her and her friend, who was best lady at our wedding, decided they wanted to buy t-shirts that I was selling. I was selling t-shirts at the time, and that's how we kept in touch. We exchanged numbers. T-shirts came. They came to pick them up at my room because I stayed on campus. And then after that, it became a matter of, hey friend, where are you? We need a place to chill. Are you, how's your schedule look like? Can we come through to your room? Where are we? Let's go get lunch. So that friendship developed over time, and before we knew it, we're regulars on texting, calling, as friends.
Regulars on texting and calling?
Yeah.
I distinctly remember somebody walked out of class because I was about to leave. I distinctly remember.
I don't remember this. But anyway, like I was saying, we became friends for about, this happened for about a year. Right? We were friends for a year before we even started or considered dating. And while this was happening, I was going through my own, I was going through my own experiences. And you were there the whole time as a friend. And I think as time progressed, I realized, she's cool. And we became really good friends at that time. And what else happened? I'm trying to link all that's happened before we even started dating. We got really close that a lot of my friends started asking me if we're dating, and your friends were also asking whether we're dating, but we're not dating at the time, but we're playing house. Let me put it that way. We played house for a while before we even started dating. I think I was either catching feelings or you already caught feelings. Who caught feelings first?
You did.
Okay, I don't really remember.
Hey! We were sitting in the library. I hadn't even known you for a month.
Okay.
Sitting in the library, and then get into whole trying to study, being the good student that I am.
4.0 GPA.
And then phone slides next to me.
Oh, we studied together.
And then guess what was on that phone? Logo Glory.
I said I liked you.
Yes. Nigga hadn't even known me for a month.
As a human being.
He said, I like you. I was like, you know what? It's fine, Bona. I'm like, okay. I like you too.
Like I said, we're both catching feelings at the time.
1 month.
But we've known each other longer than that.
A month?
No, it was longer than that. I feel like that month was within that year. And then I liked you from the, I won't say from the get-go, but as our friendship progressed, I kind of caught feelings, I guess, and you also caught feelings. If there was ever a sign to say date this person, the signs were there, right? But I kind of ignored them because, like I said, at the time I was going through certain things and I wasn't quite sure I wanted to be in a relationship. I was just trying to figure myself out and focus on my books and trying to catch up to your GPA, which was really, and mine was, So that went on for a while.
All the while mentioning how you'd hate it if I dated someone.
Okay, are we going back? That went on for a while. I even introduced her to family. I remember some point Christmas we spent at my sister's house, right? It was lunch. It was I'm not sure if it was Christmas, but not in December, and we ended up at my sister's house.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
No, let me tell it.
No. The point there is I introduced you to my family, and then I got to know your mother as well. I got to know your sister, as my sister-in-law now, and we gradually started meeting family even before we were dating. That's what I was trying to get.
Officially.
Yes, officially dating. I want to jump to the dating part of how it happened. Do you want to tell that story? Okay, you can tell that one. Please.
28th December.
Okay.
You asked me to go. You asked me to go. I think was it to watch a movie?
Okay.
Yeah, and then you asked me out.
What did I say? I put a lot of work towards.
I don't remember word for word.
Okay.
I just remember, like, you told me that you wanted us to date.
Officially and exclusively date, right?
Yes.
Yes. I said, would you be my girlfriend? I sat you down. Come sit here.
Oh my God.
And she sat next to me. I was like, looked her in the eye. Would you like to be my girlfriend? Exclusively.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Noted.
Then you jumped and kissed me.
That's a lie. That is the biggest lie.
Yeah, but basically that's how we met and started dating. I think learnings from me from that is we were friends for a while before we officially started dating. And it's during that year that I really got to know you, and I appreciated the type of person you were. You helped me with my schoolwork, we helped each other, we had great conversations about family, challenges, school, and most importantly, future prospects of where we see ourselves in the next 5-10 years, you know? Yeah. What did I miss? Yes.
So you liked me first.
No.
For the record.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I liked you first. We gradually liked each other. There's no point that I can pinpoint and say I started liking you on this date. It was a gradual thing, you know, hanging out, getting food. It happened gradually. So there's no date.
You liked seeing me every day.
Can I just mention that you came to school every day, even on weekends? Or even when you didn't have to come? So
You asked me to.
no.
You did.
No, baby. You came to school even on Saturday and Sunday when you didn't have to, so that we could hang out. That's what I'm saying. We liked each other gradually. So it was
Wow.
it was a like attractness. So this is sort of how we met. I think on the next video we're gonna do our dating journey, and we'll be focused on when we're dating, and then after that we'll also talk about how we eventually got engaged and got married. So for me, advice for anybody who's trying to get with somebody, that somebody is also already within your circle. Don't look far. They're there.
Yeah.
You call you friends with them, and both of you know. You have a feeling that that person could be the right person.
I disagree.
Why? You feel like you should go out?
No, I'm not saying I feel like you should go out, and I'm just saying the person might not necessarily be in your circle.
But likelihood is they are, and they're your friend.
Not. Likelihood is they're not.
I know the situation will be different for
everyone.
Yeah, but I'm saying from a lot of my friends who are married or in serious relationships, the story is always, this person was always there, but I never noticed them, or I never looked at them in that way. To me, they're always a best friend.
You put it like that, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who we, always vibed and just was easy to talk to. So that person you
keep ignoring and dating other people at
and going back to them after you're heartbroken. That's the person you should be focusing your time and energy on.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, we should do a Q&A on this.
Also, don't try too hard.
I tried too hard.
Don't try too hard. I realize this. No, like I'm serious. Like, don't try too hard to get someone to like you.
In what way? Trying too hard?
Be you. Just be you. Don't try to be a version of yourself that you feel like that person would be more attracted to. Just be you.
Like a representative.
Just kind of representative fish.
Okay. So that's how I thought we met, and how I saw things unraveling from my point of view. So how did we meet? What's your story?
Okay. I think it's important to first say what I heard him before I saw him.
Okay.
So we were registering, as is the norm, Goyubi, and then we were trying to get to the HOD, I think. And then we're in the queue, right? Me and my best friend. This like deep voice. And then we look back, we're like, what the hell? And then there he was.
I didn't see you at this time, by the way.
Yes, you did not see me.
Okay.
So I think that's the first time I saw him. And then later saw him again in the same class. So yeah.
This is the class I talked about?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, with the astronauts, we got notes. I think we got so used to seeing each other that it was weird when we didn't see each other. Because we'd see each other at school, we'd have lunch together, and then sometimes we'd study together at the library, so we got so used to seeing each other. And it's weird, like how Saitimoto, and then you know them, you get to know them. Not for long, but then it feels effortless. It feels like, get it? They just integrate seamlessly into your life, so that was weird. But yeah. That is how I saw you. And then we were friends for a whole year. And might I add, Kamso stresses the importance of morale. He hounded me because I had a trip and his friend found out before he did. And he sat me down. Nigga sat me down to talk about how his friend found out before he did.
Okay.
Imagine the audacity, the gal, the liver.
This is a conversation for another day, but okay.
Yes. And then, the funny thing is, all the while how I'm explaining how his friend found out before him, in my head I'm thinking, in what world am I explaining myself to this nigga when we're just friends? Like, why should I have to explain myself? So what if his friend found out first? He's just a friend, just like you.
I was reduced to just a friend. Yeah, I was thinking I was special at the time.
Imagine, he's just there interrogating me. What the hell? Like, who does this guy think he is? Where does he come off?
So, in my defense, at the time, I considered you as just a step after, friendship, and then you're slowly transitioning into a relationship. Because this relationship was a transition. It wasn't a bam, It was a slow transition from being a friend to now being a partner, a girlfriend.
It was an undefined transition in your head.
Okay.
So now imagine, I'm there answering for things I don't understand. But anyway, and then I left on said trip, and he called and texted every single day for 21 days.
Yeah. Consistency.
Video calls. And mind you, there was a time difference. So in order to make up for that time difference,
I didn't sleep for 21 days.
Anyway, fast forward, I come back. Still nothing about being girlfriend and boyfriend.
It was the transition.
We just continued being friends.
We're transitioning.
We continue being friends, but mind you, he's very territorial, which I don't get. How are you territorial over someone, when it's not defined?
I feel like I'm taking shots.
I'm trying to. Because I'd be there with my friends, and then Mukamuso comes just to say hi. And his hi was more of a, oh, hi! And I was just there, like, we're gonna scare away the potentials.
What potentials?
Potentials!
Oh, what's the potential?
My potentials.
Wow.
So he made sure to let everybody know that he's in the picture. So then, hence the people thinking we're dating. Because he didn't want me to date anyone while he was working on himself.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's weird. But then, yeah, after a whole year of forcing him to study better, like be open, hanging out. Finally asked me out.
It took a year. And in my books, it wasn't a year, man.
How long
Because the year was the official part, but unofficially, we're kind of transitioning into a relationship. It was a very close friendship, and then we transitioned into a relationship. That's how I see
Now,
it.
the unfair part is that all this transitioning is in his head. Anything to be verbalized. What would you have done if some guy had come in and just...
I would have said, no, you can't date that guy.
And the unfortunate part was that I wouldn't have... Well, why would I have listened?
Okay, the fortunate part is it didn't happen. And we ended up together. That's what's important.
I suppose.
So that's your side of the story.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say here is if you like somebody and you want to date them, don't make them wait a whole year.
That's important. What if you're working on you like I was working on me? Because I can tell you for a fact, if we dated within that year, if we didn't wait for that year, I don't think we would have ended up together.
If I was working on me and I know what I'm working on me, I'm going to tell you straight up.
Okay, you know what, us guys, and communication is not really like our strong suit. But in our head, we have the vision. We can see who we're trying to go.
This guy was managing a fish farm.
So again, thank you for checking out this video and the previous one that we uploaded. Do make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on whichever platform you're watching this on. And the next video is going to be on the proposal. Who proposed to who?